So it's another reasonably nice dry weekend, and today we're visiting Lyveden, where we've got some really nice grounds to walk around and a half finished, we say it's like...
It's a lodge.
They call it a lodge, but it's quite grand. It's quite grand looking. It looks like a little castle, so we're going to make our way up and check out the ruins there. That's if the weather holds up as well, but if we get a bit wet, so be it. Zelda. So that was just inside the main house as you arrive from the car park, and inside there's a cafe, there's a what was that room called?
Common room.
There's a common room where they sell books and stuff like that up there, and there's a little history room which gives you a bit of an overview of the ground itself, so really interesting. But we just had a quick look around inside the house back there, just as you come through the main car park. There's actually a common room back in the house there. What's quite nice to see, normally when you come to these kind of places, you expect it to be a little bit stuffy, they don't let you touch or do anything. But that was actually encouraging people to take a drink up there, take something to eat, sit down on the leather chairs, actually just enjoy it, read some books. So that's quite cool to see, and I think it makes it a little bit more inviting. So yeah, this is an orchard they've got here. So the lady with the map tells me.
That's what the map says.
Mrs. Outdoors, what does the map say? It's the orchard.
It's the orchard.
So yeah, just as you make your way up the main path, come through the orchard, make your way across the grounds, and you see an old building. Right, let's do some factuals. What we got? Let's hit the people with some facts. I'll do my best to present them, as always, without messing up one single word. How you can be lost? You've got a map. What are you looking around for?
No, I'm not lost. Well, where are you going?
I'm going this way.
Do you want some facts?
Yeah, give me some facts. They're not just going to stand there, sit watching me just walk with looking at the camera. Let's give them some interesting things to keep them engaged. What we got?
Constructed between 1594 and 1605.
1594 and 1605.
By Sir Thomas.
So this is the house, this is the main lodge.
Yeah.
So the lodge, or the ruins, was constructed between
94
was constructed between 1594
and 1605.
and 1603.
And
1605 and 1605. Construction stopped just after Sir Thomas died, and unfortunately it was never completed, so they never actually got to see his final vision, which is quite sad, and it's steeped in a bit of a nightmarish history, because they lost a lot, because apparently family was involved in the gunpowder plot. Although that doesn't seem like a bad thing these days, is it? I'd probably give them money to do that now. We don't do political views on this channel, do we? Do we? I got that fact from reading it before I went. Oh, it's a glider coming in down there. You just see it there. Oh, out of focus, in focus. It's a little bit like a UFO thing, isn't it? So there we go. Don't say I don't share anything interesting. It's actually been quite lucky here, so the car park's really nicely set up, plenty of places to park, and you can even put motorhomes on there as well. There is no staying overnight, unfortunately. That would have been quite cool. So, lodge via labyrinth, lodge via bridleway, manor, and way out. Well, we're going to the manor, and then we're going to check out that labyrinth. There's a nice big moat that they've already started doing all the way around. I don't think that got completed either. It's got the moated gardens, but I think they did. So I was reading, I think there's more that's supposed to be done. I tell you what would be really cool, having some drone footage here. I don't think you can fly drones here. I've got one from I picked up from Temu, which I do a review on. I've had a little play around with it. This is quite good. It's only a lightweight, cheap thing, but I'm going to take that out, do a video on that. I think it costs like £25, something like that. Bit of a gamble, but worth a try. The guided tour going on across there. I think I'd be quite good at doing guided tours around these places. You wouldn't actually get any real facts. I wouldn't pronounce them right, but I think it'd be entertaining. I suppose in a way that's what I'm doing now with these videos, isn't it? So I think we've got just the right weather for it today, because that makes it look really imposing, just this old derelict building. But it still looks like it's in great condition. But just as you approach it, just with all the dark clouds we've got above us, it just makes it seem creepy actually. Well, people used to be a lot a lot short back then. Well, this has sunk a bit, but let's go in here. Check this out. Looks like there would have been some fireplaces. Just going up that edge here, but the size of that fireplace now. 6 foot. That's a bit. There's a pigeon in there. Hello? Don't attack me. Oh, you made your house in there, have you? Oh, I won't disturb you. Not surprised though. I can't believe the structure itself is really well looked after. It's a shame you don't get to finish it. I wonder if we can get up that staircase through. Look at that spirally staircase here. That's what might ahead. Alright, it's a bit creepy. Big old pigeons up here. They're a bit of a way up. Will you be quiet? I'm trying to film. That's not the stomach, it's a pigeon. Down, yeah, here we go. On your head. That's pretty cool. You can go in and have a look around it. That's really interesting. And it would have been interesting to see what it would have been like if you'd actually managed to finish it. That's pretty interesting, wasn't it?
Did you look at some of the engraved graffiti?
Yeah, I've had a look at some of the engraved graffiti. Some of it's like, well, 1960 and what else did you see? One from 1790 in there. Yeah, there's a few different people scratched stuff into the building. So the wind's picking up a little bit now, but that was the lodge, and it was really interesting actually being able to go inside that and have a little look around. Apparently there is a forest walk through here as well, and there's the labyrinth, so we're going to make our way over towards those and check them out. So the little orchard bit we walked through earlier, apparently that actually, I will say apparently because it's written down, but I'm not actually sure. They can tell me anything. Apparently it's got apples, pears and damsons in there. What's a damson? Plums? Oh, plums and damsons. What's a damson? Oh, a bit like a plum. Don't think I've ever had one. So we head back the way we came is the labyrinth. So it'll be interesting to see if we can find a hoggle. You only know that reference if you've watched Labyrinth, and if you haven't watched Labyrinth, you should. One of the greatest films of all time. So the walk up to the house itself on the accessible path is nice and easy. A little bit harder if you're coming in a wheelchair or anything like that. Might be a little bit harder in the mud, especially at this time of year. It's still quite boggy in places. But if not, it's a nice easy half-mile walk. Just there. You can have a look around inside then. There's loads of grounds around it. So, but it's such a cool place to visit. Obviously, it's set in the heart of Northamptonshire, and it's one of the really well preserved buildings from the Elizabethan age, so it's quite rare to find one in such good condition. Obviously the National Trust is doing a really good job of looking after this. So greeted really nicely when we came in. The lady was very informative and obviously gave us a little map of the area, give us a little overview, which is really cool. And it always helps when you come to these places, the people who work at them, it's very rarely that they're rude, but apparently there's a labyrinth around here somewhere. There's a sign over that way, so we'll have a little wander and see if we can find it. Ah, okay. So that there, you can just about see it. It's a labyrinth, and it's one of those ones that just carved into the floor. So you can make out, obviously, where the labyrinth's been marked out on the floor. But we might be able to, bloody camera, I'll be able to get on top of that and see if we can get a better shot. So we can see the labyrinth layout a little bit better from up this viewpoint. It's quite cool. That's really nice. Obviously, this big moat that just goes around the whole of the grounds. But it's so tranquil, so quiet here, and it's really not that busy today. I suppose the weather's helping us, because a lot of people wouldn't really want to come out walking this. It has sort of started spitting a little bit, but it's not too bad. But it's just nice to get out and stretch your legs again, isn't it? We've seen the ruins, we had a little walk around the grounds. We're going to go a little bit further out. There are some really big loops you can do. There's actually a walk you can do called Lyveden Way, and it's a nice big circuit that you can do. Again, that's on the app. It tells you a little bit more about that. It's on the app, it's on the app. It says, I know it doesn't say it on your little bit of paper. It's on the app, guys. The information on the app. She's arguing with me because it's not on her little A4 map there. But I done my research on this one. I looked before we came, and it says it on the app. There's a walk that you can do. It's a big circular one. I'm not doing that today, but I'm happy that we came out. I got to see the house. I got to see the grounds here. I'm going to do a little bit more exploring. Apparently there's a little forest walk, so I'd like to go have a little walk through there. You keep giving me this look. It's in the app. It's in the app. I will put screenshots up to prove my innocence and that I'm right. So thanks for watching today's video, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, if you're not outside, get outside. And if you're not sure on any facts, check the National Trust app, because, you know, I did, and apparently I'm still wrong.